Member Calgary McCall, followed by Edmonton Calder.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Since the government began its results-based budget scheme, Alberta Liberals have heard numerous concerns from registry owners about the changes by the Ministry of Service Alberta. Current registry owners are worried the government is planning to make them renew their licenses and then submit requests for proposals in order to keep their licenses in the future. To the Minister of Service Alberta, is this what the Minister is planning to do? And if so, when will the registry owners be informed of these changes?
Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm glad the member finally asked a question to me in the House, but I wish he had perhaps consulted with me beforehand to get some facts instead of innuendo. The fact remains, Mr. Speaker, we have a strong system in this province. We're looking for continuous ways to make it better by looking at things like offering online services. Just recently, we've introduced an RFP for new registry agents in Wabasca and Chestermere. Mr. Speaker, at the end of the day, we're going to make sure that everyday Albertans, hardworking people, get the services they need in an affordable manner.
Honourable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Given that when the government sold off the registry services in 1993, Albertans were told, I quote, it would open up opportunities for small businesses, and today the government clearly wants a piece of the action. Is the Minister now trying to change the rules of the game while it is still being played?
Honourable Minister.
If the member, Mr. Speaker, could provide me with a specific example of what he's asking right now, I'd be more than happy to answer a very specific question. But when they're asking pure political statements in this House and trying to solicit a real answer, it doesn't really make sense. So the answer, Mr. Speaker, is we have a strong system. We're going to continue that strong system and make it even better to make sure that Albertans have access to services in a way that works for them, whether it be online or in person, Mr. Speaker. The fact is we're going to keep prices low. We're going to keep the best services available for Albertans.
Honourable Member.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Finally, to the same Minister again. The registry owners are also worried about competing directly with the government when the new online portal is launched next year. Is it this government's intention to compete directly with the registries for online revenues?
Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, when the government is introducing a new service that could potentially become a new source of business for the private sector or the government has a series of responsibilities to make sure that the taxpayers of the province are well compensated and taken care of. So if the member is asking me to turn over what could be a significant source of revenue to the government, to a private industry, just because that's the way he wants it, I think that's unfair to everyday Alberta taxpayers, Mr. Speaker. If we're introducing something new, taxpayers deserve that we would ask tough questions and make sure that they're compensated.
The Honourable Member.